So my name is Vincent Meza. This is Listings to Leads. This is our get started call. So it's for our new clients and also our old clients that are coming back to kind of check out what's new and what's happening. I did ask how long has everybody been here? We've had people here for a year, 2 weeks, 2 months, 5 months, done 5 months and still have not used a program. It doesn't do a whole lot if you don't use it. It just charges your card, which, you know, that's not really great for us. So let's talk about what you need to know to kind of get started, right? Like where you should be going. We'll talk about resources. First of all, what is listings to leads? And some of you are brand new to us. We are a real estate advertising platform, and we have tools for you if you have listings, and we have tools for you if you don't have listings. There are now over 200 tools in here. So some are for print. So use those in your farm markets. Some are for social media. Some are online, some are mobile optimized, some you can use in your CRM. So if you're somebody sitting on a CRM with hundreds or thousands of leads, we've got all kinds of tools for you to use in this area that's going to, one, build your brand, and two, get you either buyer or seller leads, whatever you are after. Okay. So there's a lot in there. When I say that there's over 200 tools, it means there's a lot of tools. Now, you won't use all 200, at least not in the first few weeks, but you should be familiar with what is there. So I want to kind of talk a little bit about some resources that are available to you. And the first one is our live webinars like this. And if you haven't seen this page, it's called leadgenwebinars.com. This is where you can sign up for our classes. And today is a get started class. So here we are. Scott's doing a great 8-session masterclass. It's a really high level discussion of all marketing that realtors should be doing, but also where does listings to leads fit in? Where do you plug it in for each part of that? And then I also do a Facebook ad class. And I also do a top tools for getting listings. And then we do lenders, something for lenders as well. Now, you can watch these live classes here at leadgenwebinars.com. I'll give this to you right now. If you're watching this on a recording, well, just go to leadgenwebinars.com and you can see this. But I just sent this link to all of you. You might have a little blinking orange circle somewhere. So, feel free to join us live. Now, what about if you just are busy and you can't be on our calls? We have an awesome YouTube channel. If you look for listings to leads, and I'm going to send this to you right now too, you're going to see, well, let me send this to you. So if you go to YouTube and you go to listings to leads, you look for listings to leads, you'll see our little logo there with a house and the L2L. You will see the classes that I just mentioned, right? Facebook ads here, getting started. Somewhere is top tools for getting more listings here. And then Scott's that 8 core series that I was talking about, it's called How to Make 250 in Real Estate, 250 grand in real estate. That's there. But there's also other areas like, there's something here on recruiting. There's some talk here about, just various parts of the platform. I'm going to tell you, I wish I can't tell you, I can't take you into Facebook, because right before the call, it asked for my password, and I can't remember my password, and then I need authentication. Anyway, I was going to tell you there's one other resource, and it's actually a very valuable resource. It is our mastermind group inside of Facebook. It's a private group. It's just a private group, right? And you won't find it in Facebook unless you're in it. So to get in that mastermind group, you want to go down here to support, which is the bottom left of your account. Just ask them to get you into the mastermind. So we got a good call here. Good question. What is my suggestion for the best video for generating seller leads now? That would always be top tools to get more listings. Okay. So a month ago I did it, but there's got to be another one that's more recent. Maybe there isn't. Oh, Oh yeah, because I was on vacation. This class is recorded, and this class is going to be, this recording is going to be right here in front of this class right here. But the top tools to get more listings is definitely the call that you want to watch if you want more listings, right? I also think we haven't gotten it yet. You definitely want, oh yeah, home value ads with Google. You definitely want to watch this because we've added Google to our system, and one of the top searches right now trending in on Google is how do I sell my home, right? And so we have Google software. We make it really easy for you to run that ad, have a landing page to answer some questions, and we're going to be having a PDF guides so you can give those away as with leads to leads automatically as well. But top tools to get more listings, excuse me, is what I recommend. I also recommend that you watch our Facebook ads. This call right here, custom audiences and how to target homeowners. There's a little bit of hoops to make that work. Running ads on Facebook to get listing leads used to be really powerful until the ability to target was removed. And so you can learn some ways to do that right here. And so there's another class here, Facebook ads for buyers and seller leads with phone numbers. So I definitely would recommend those kinds of things there, right? Okay, so that's kind of the resource. Aside from the fact that our support team is awesome. If you have a question, I recommend you put it in this little box here in the middle because the whole team is watching it, and boom, they get back to you super fast. So that's what you got available. Live training like today, our YouTube channel. I wish I could show you our mastermind group, but I got to figure out how to get back to my Facebook account, and I can't waste any more time. So when you're in listings to leads, when you come here the first time, it's going to ask you to go here and do your account setup, right? And, profile information is obvious. Company information, that's obvious. Connect social media. We want to connect all of these accounts together. Now, I can't because I couldn't remember my Facebook, and that's kind of the issue, right? I got kicked out. But you see, I got Twitter in there, and I got my Instagram. So once I figure out my password again, I'll be in. And then you save that. And when you save that, that kind of connects it. But actually, we really shouldn't even do that. I'm going to show you how I would do it because it's just it's an oversight of ours. I would rather that you connect your social media here. I'm now in the profile, and you over here, it says auto posting, and you can connect just like there, right? And I would if I knew my password. But after that, you want to go here, and this box, these two should be deselected. You don't need to customize it. This box here is going to be empty. Okay, you're going to get here and be empty. And all you got to do is click this green button, and it's going to paste this right here like that. And then you save it. And that way, every time when your listing hits or when your listing changes status, it goes from just listed to open house or open house to sold, we're going to auto post to the social media accounts that you connected. And I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit, but definitely you want to set this up. Also inside your CRM, inside your profile is CRM integration. You'll see a lot of APIs from some of the leading CRM companies here, but our clients have a lot of CRMs that are not on this list. Your CRM usually has a unique email address, like, I don't know, Kimberly at follow up boss 12345, right? .com. It'll be something weird looking. And what that means is anytime you send a lead there, that company will scrape the data off of the lead and drop it in your CRM, and then your drip campaign goes on. Right. So you can always just drop an email address right there. It's usually not your working email address, right? Like if you're an agent at Keller Williams and it's, Joe Schmo at kw.com, that's not what's being given to you by your CRM. It's going to be something weird and something super unique. So that goes there, right? You put it here. There's also over here an affiliate program. So if you want, if you're talking to other agents, you're part of a group and you want to set up an affiliate link, you're going to need a PayPal account. So I think you just click here, you put in your PayPal email. We give you a landing page where anybody who signs up, you're going to get 15% recurring as long as they're a client. Okay. Let's see what else is here. If you have Zillow reviews, click this here and we will pull in those Zillow reviews and they'll flow in certain tools. This says social media links. This is where you put your social media links if you want people to follow your channel, right? Like follow me on Facebook, follow me on LinkedIn. Well, then you put your thing there. Justin, no, we don't do that for loan officers. You've got such a sweet deal as a loan officer. It just doesn't work like that. But nice to see you on the call. It's been a while. Let's see. Then you got a lead gen signature. This is the lead gen signature. A lot of you never find it, which it's not, I don't, it's not your fault. We built so many things and you just keep burying them and you got to like, you hear me or Scott talk about it. So this can be copied and put into your Gmail or your Hotmail or whatever, so that when you're sending an email, it's got all this, right? Like free home value. It's got links to your favorite websites, right? Like Lafayette Homes for Sale. Where's that going to go? Well, it's going to go here, right? Or you can go, oh, you know what? What's your free home value? Click here and it's driving to that. So, to have a signature that's got a lot of lead capture built in for you, that's what that is. And it's in your profile and you go get that over there. Okay. So once you've got that, there's a couple things that we still want to set up. And one is social. And I'm not going to be able to really do it. Let's see what I can do. Actually, I'm going to jump out of this account because I'm going to jump into Scott's because I think his social, his Facebook is working, whereas mine's all janky today. So on social, there's a tab here. There's a couple really useful things that I recommend. Now, when I mentioned at the beginning of the call, like there are over 200 tools to capture leads, this section here has it has some really great content, but not awesome for capturing leads. It's where I've never really said that before, but it's really good content. So let's give it a second for this thing to bake and open up and I'll show it to you. What it is we have written content for your social media platforms. Okay. And we will auto post it to your social media platforms. And all you got to do when you come here, it's going to say connect to your social accounts. So you connect to all your social media accounts like I have here. Then it's going to say, what's your schedule? How often do you want to post? And you could put every day or once a week or whatever. And then it's going to say what topics. And we've got a lot of topics of, home design, garage, creative spaces, outdoor patio decks, and all kinds of, interesting, good content that people like to see. It's not the boring stuff about interest rates and stuff like that. No, you are not. Let's see. Are we able to brand those with our logo and colors? No, this is going to your social media accounts. So your social media accounts are branded to you. We don't brand the exact content. Corey is asking, what is the affiliate program? I know I just mentioned it. It means that if you go to the profile and go create an affiliate link, you will get 15% recurring for anybody who signs up on that link. So since we did that, we're not going to go back there. So you set this up here. There's also something very cool here for those of you using Instagram. And you see here where it says settings, it says new. So Instagram is a really, important and popular platform, but I don't know if you're aware of this. There's not a whole lot of lead capture on Instagram, very little actually. So we have something that is very similar to Linktree, if you've ever heard of that. You copy the link here and you embed it in your profile on Instagram. And we allow you to kind of like make this link. You can choose PDF guides, which we've written for you and you're branded on every page. We can show all of your listings. We can have a link to your favorite web page there. You can even have your own Calendly dealer, right? So if we go here and click view, we'll see the page. Now, this page that we're looking at, it's mobile it's set up for a phone because Instagram is a phone-based platform. But these are the articles. These are your listings, right? Here are the PDF guides that you decided that you wanted to have associated to this. And then here are your favorite lead gen landing pages. Now, if somebody clicks on one of your listings from this app, it takes them to in this case, it's a listing landing page. And this one has got, I think, a fancy video on it. So I'm not going to burn a lot of time here. Oh, this home is sold. So it's offering to get it's going to tell you that affected your home value. So when a home is sold, we always are looking for listing leads and stuff like that. So that's all just a cool thing for Instagram, right? That's under the social content tab. If I mentioned on the profile that you could turn on, you could connect your CRM, but over here on follow-ups, now I'll just say this about CRMs and realtors. My just broad brush out of the blue number is half of the realtors in this country don't even have a CRM. And of that half, what? 50% of those people have figured out how to configure their CRM. So what I want you to know is that right here, we have built follow-up drip campaigns for our clients. So if you don't have a CRM or you're thinking about it, I would recommend you go over here and you turn these on. Okay. This has been launched. We launched this at the beginning of this year. And a lot of our clients have come back and said, listen, you're getting an opening rate of 30 to 40% of your auto posts are getting open, these follow-ups. We also have a client who's one of the national coaches for KV Core. And there's only 3 national coaches. Okay. And he says, hey, I've A/B tested your stuff to my stuff, and you are converting faster than I am, than KV Core. So there are a lot of great CRM companies out there. They do a lot of things. What we're focused on is to get people to talk to you, right? We're not a full-fledged CRM. We're just making really light, interesting information that's going out. If you want, you can click on this link here and you can read all the things that we've written. It's not William Shakespeare here, right? It's not heavy duty reading. It's just, simple question Q&A, get some responses going. That's what we're after. So you may not know this, but we've been doing this for 15 years. And I know there's not another company that can capture as many leads for our clients as we do. Now, you do have to use the tools to capture the leads, but if you use them, you're going to get a lot of leads. And so we are doing, a big part of our focus going forward is how can we help our clients convert the leads? Because that's where you get the pay. So this is really helpful. If you don't have a CRM, or if you have a CRM and haven't figured out how to turn it on yet, just go click this button and turn it on. You'll be really happy that you did. Your leads do live on the leads page here. Okay. And on that page, you can even, you click on your leads and you can see what follow-ups they've gotten. If you turned on follow-ups, you can even, log phone calls and do stuff like that. Right. Okay. So that's kind of the setup. There's one other thing, one last part for setup, and that is over here on the ads tab. So let's go click on the ads tab. Now this ads tab is going to look different from a brand new ads tab. And let's see. Now, everything's weird over here this week for us at Listings to Leads because we got hacked. Our Facebook ad account got hacked, and then that just made everything all messed up. And that's why I can't log in. So normally when you get here, there's only going to be 2 buttons. Okay. It's going to say connect to Facebook and connect to Google. I recommend that you do both of those things. And then once you do that, you're able to run ads for listings, for PDF guide ads, and for landing pages, right? So right here, this is the listing ad. I can click on view ad. Oh, and I can't log in. God darn it. I'm so sorry. That's right. Okay. So you can, it's really a shame because this is one of the most powerful parts of our platform. To run an ad on Facebook, whether it's for a listing, for a landing page, or for any of the 80 PDF guides that we have, it takes one click, right? So if you go over here to PDF guides over here, you'll notice we have 80 PDF guides. And I know somebody asked about branding and logo and all that. You can change that from your appearance, add your logo, and this is going to show what's going on from your profile, right? And your logo is on every page of these things. And your color scheme, if will also flow through there. And then from here, you can download it. And a lot of our clients like to download this and kind of click, leave them as a leave behind at a house. You can also run ads, or you can send a copy with a link so people can download it. You can download a postcard right here to say, hey, would you like to find out about short sales? Would you like to, talk about divorce and real estate, foreclosure, all those things. A lot of tools here for either buyers or sellers. Let's see here. Put the link in the chat so we can check it out. Check what out, Justin? So but the real point that I was trying to get to is you can run ads on these. Oh, I can't even get to Facebook. Let's see. I mean, we'll try it. I guess I see what you mean. Let's see. Let's go see here. Let's go to, normally I can put the link in and then you can see the ad. And we'll see if this will work. I don't know if it's going to work though, Justin, because if I can't log in, I can't see it. So this is when you actually have a ad, there's a little eyeball and it says view ad. And when I click there, yeah, it's not even giving, it's not doing it because I have to be logged in. So that's not going to work today. Okay. So we've been talking about how to run ads on Facebook. You can also run ads on Google, and you can create unlimited landing pages, right? So if I want to create a landing page on a market update for Granite Bay, I can do that. I'll show you where to do it in a moment, but then you can create an ad on Google. So all you would do is say Granite Bay. Okay. And let me ask a question. And if you would give me a yes or no answer, have you run an ad on Google before? Just a yes or no. So what's going to go on here is Granite Bay. My home valuation page for Granite Bay, I make inside the account, and I got a week-long ad here, or I guess a month-long, and $5 a day, right? And if you click here, you'll see the link, the landing page that we're driving to. Now, this is the landing page that you created in your account. I'll show you where to create it, but that's what the ad looks like. It looks like that. It's on Google, and it looks like there's about a 50-50 split of agents who have run ads on Google. So let me talk a little bit about ads versus Facebook. Okay. And a little just about ads and Facebook and Google, right? We have been teaching clients how to run ads on Facebook for a long time, like 7 years, something like that. And for good reason. The leads are cheap, and the average American adult spends 40 minutes a day on Facebook. They're looking at the friends, what they did over the weekend. They're looking at what their friends ate and their pets and their grandkids and all the fun stuff that you get to see on Facebook, but like 40 minutes a day, right? Now they're not going to Facebook to look at real estate, but we're running ads and they're right there in front of them. And I wish I could show you, but as you know, I've been locked out of my account. So, but if we compare that to Google, Google does not have people sitting on Google for, you know, for 40 minutes. What Google is, it's the number one website in the country because everybody asks their questions on Google, right? Just like this. How do I sell my house? One of the fastest trending searches right now is how do I sell my home? And I'm in Northern California. And I mean, you're looking at the ads right here, right? Upnest, Redfin, Sunday. You know, there's no realtors here, right? If you want to be on that list there, you run an ad on Google here, right? And then obviously there's a landing page behind it. I showed you the landing page. So you kind of know it's going to happen. I think I think everybody, what it does, it's, you know, Google is tricky. The leads are a little more expensive than Facebook. If you try to run an ad on Google without us, it can take you a lot of clicking and stuff. I mean, and the same is true. If you try to run an ad on Facebook without our system, and I'm really sorry that I can't show you, it's about 3 pages on Facebook and about maybe 10 or 15 little boxes that you got to check to get a successful ad on Facebook. And it takes a long time on Google too, but because we have their software, we just boiled it down to, let's make it easy for our clients. 1 click. Can you type in the name of the town where you want it, like Granite Bay? And then can you click publish? Because if you can, you're done. Now, if you want to, understand a little bit more, if you click advanced options, you're going to see all the keywords we put in here. And keywords are a big part of what ads are based on on Google. So if you want, you can kind of dig down there, but really simply speaking, get the tool that you want out there, type in the name of the town and click publish. It doesn't matter what business you are in, guys. You should have a Google strategy, right? You should have a Facebook strategy. And I'll tell you this, because I talk to a lot of people. Google leads tend to be considered higher quality. They are more expensive. I just spoke to an office yesterday. And just by the way, in case you don't know, I set up all the offices and the agencies and partnerships around the country. So if you got that question, just email me or call me. But when I rolled out an office 2 weeks ago, and I told them, like, yeah, okay, we launched Google for you. They're like, awesome, because they said we convert 1 out of 70 Facebook leads, right? 1 out of 70. They said, but we convert 1 out of 40 Google leads. So we really like Google ads and Google leads. You might want to think about that, right? It's different if because the market has shifted, a lot of clients are finding that it's just harder to sell a home today, right? And we don't need to waste our time on why that is the case, but it's just harder to sell a home. A home used to sell in 4 days. Now it takes 2 months, maybe 3 months, right? And so, it's funny because I talk to realtors every day and they're like, I don't even care. I don't care about buyers. I don't care that you get buyers, and I'm like, okay, no problem. We can help you get more listings, but if you don't care about buyers, no, don't worry about it. Right now they want buyers. And I would tell you the fastest way to get a buyer is to run an ad on a Facebook on a listing. That is the fastest way to get an ad. And here I've got a property and it says market listing, and we drop you. And I'm going to have an error message here because I think we're still jacked up with the hacking that we have. But you would literally, it would have your property here and you would click one button and it would work. Sam, I am a mortgage broker and a real estate broker. Also, do I need 2 accounts or can I use 1 account only? Sam, have we spoken? You should email me at vince@listingstoleads.com and we should talk about that. You might want to, it just depends on what you want. You can kind of get away with one. It's just what your, what your real goals are. Now here, this is all the tools that we create, right? Like Google ads, Facebook ads. Remember I mentioned the social media auto posting, and God, I wonder if that's working. We auto post, like this is what your post can look like. You can click up here, we email you and you can actually look at it. And this is what an automated post looks like without you even touching it, right? And if I click on it, it's probably not going to do anything because, oh, it does. I didn't have to log in. So it drives them to the tool, right? So the thing about our auto posting is there are a lot of companies over the years. I remember Realtor.com had social media auto posting, and it was so cool because it was so colorful. You got to see all these pretty pictures, right? People love colors, things like that, but they did not capture any leads at all. And that service just vanished because what's the use? For us, we're not in the mood to create tools that don't generate leads. And our social media auto posting, our clients get really excited because they turn it on because it's just part of the setup. And they're capturing leads for free, right? Which is great. Now, we also create a tool for the seller social media. And this is something that I don't think everybody uses. It is one of the top tools for getting more listings. Somebody asked, how do I get more listings? This is one of those tools. Use this when it's just listed. Use it when it's open house and use it when it's sold, and you will see you will get more listing leads out of that. Not a lot, but you're going to get them from your clients, friends, and family and colleagues from Facebook. The nearby homeowner letter I mentioned earlier, this is the top tool for getting more listings. E-flyer for your database, right? We create single property websites, virtual tours, a whole open house marketing toolkit. We have postcards and door hangers, and just like our nearby homeowner letter, the front's going to have a URL saying, hey, go check out this house that's for sale. But on the back, it's always going to say that if that's going to affect your home's value, go here and get your free home value. And this gets to something that I think all realtors understand. Like print advertising has been around a lot longer than internet advertising, right? But things move all the time. Things change all the time. And we always kind of realize, like, you know what? Maybe it's time I start focusing on my farm again, right? Things are shifting. I really got to get back to basics, and I got to do my geo marketing, my farm marketing. And all of you are with great companies who have great brands and great color schemes and logos, and you have no lead capture. If you use a Sotheby's postcard and mail it out, what's it got? It's got your gorgeous picture and a phone number. Call me, right? And trust me, we are not in a world where where just the average Joe wants to pick up and start calling realtors. That's just not where we are. They want information though. So if you're going to be doing any print, you want to make sure you're looking at what we've got to offer, because all of our print has multiple call to actions. Now we also have sign writers. We have sign writers with text. We have sign writers with QR codes. I know since COVID, everybody's excited about QR codes. Let me tell you, QR codes are cool because they will take your phone and drop it on a website, right? And then the website, which will be mobile optimized, will do the work and ideally capture a lead. However, if you sign up for our text, which you can sign up over here where it says text at IVR, it's $10. You get 10 codes and they live with you. When somebody texts a number to that number, because it's unique for a home, you instantly have their phone number. And that's a good time for you to say, hey, can I help you? I see you're in front of that house. Would you like to schedule a time? Is that your price range? Or, you get into that conversion discussion. If you're a blogger, God bless you. We got a lot of tools here that you can just copy and paste. And if you want to do Craigslist, you can do that as well. We auto-generate a YouTube video and we put it on YouTube for you. Over here in edit, this is something that I think is becoming more important. And I think we need to move it because I think this should be a lot more front and center. But when we click on edit for any market, for any listing, there's a section here that says seller information. And this is to get tools to your client. The ones I was mentioning for the social media. But there's also a traffic report. And, like it's ridiculous. We've been doing this 13 years. And one of the most important tools that our clients are looking for is buried so deep that you're never going to find it unless you happen to listen to me like you are today. This is a traffic report. Okay. Tells you how many people saw, if you're running ads, what if the single property websites clicks. And you know what, right now, this is what, when I talk to people right now, realtors, they are concerned that they are showing value to their homeowners that they're selling homes for because they're not selling in 4 days, right? Or maybe they got to cut the price or whatever, right? This report is useful for you and it's just buried. Good luck finding it. It's you go to you go to listings, you go to edit, you look for seller information, you go to the bottom, you click that eyeball, and there you go. Okay, you can download and print it. There's a lot that we do for marketing a listing. And really what I recommend, and when you're marketing a listing, half of the tools that I've shown you on that list are emailed to you automatically. If you turn on social media auto posting, we send that out automatically, right? So you don't even have to touch that stuff, but you can work with most of the most important tools that we create right out of your email. But one thing that you can't do from your email is update the status. Now we get your listings automatically from what's it called? I'm trying to get to this page here that's being a jerk. Okay, there we go. We get your listings usually from List Hub. It'll sweep in there automatically. And then boom, you'll get all these tools show up in your mail and you're all excited, right? You can also add a listing. So let's say you don't have your own listings, but you're in an office where you're allowed to market other people's listings, right? Click this button here that says grab a listing, deselect this so we don't make a YouTube video, so we don't, upset anybody, and just drop in the zip code and the MLS ID, and boom, we're going to pull that in, and that listing is going to drop right here. Okay. And then all those tools I showed you are going to be generated. It's going to say it's your listing, and all the leads captured are going to you and you only. And that's another thing it may be obvious to you, but I'm just going to say it for the fun of it. There are so many companies out there that love to sell you guys leads for hundreds of bucks a month and sell the exact same leads to other agents for $100 a month. That's not us. If you're using our tools and you capture leads, they are going to you and you only. Okay. We're not doing anything with them, right? They sit on that leads tab. If you connect your CRM, they go in your CRM and that's great. Now, there's one more thing I want to point out. And if you've got questions, I've been yammering on for almost 45 minutes. Load up your questions because I think I'm about done here. On the top of this page, you should all go here and get this listing presentation. Okay. Now, this is going to have your logo. It's going to have your colors from your profile where you set up your appearance. It's going to have your picture on every page. Okay. And this listing presentation, it's about 27 pages long. And I'm pretty sure some of you are with some great houses that you got really cool listing presentations. But the fact is, your companies do not market the way that our company does, right? And what I'm getting at is it's really hard to compete against this platform. And with this presentation, we make it crystal clear what you're bringing to the table, okay? I would read through it a couple times and get it in your own words, right? And say, these are the things that I am doing to get your home sold for you and to get as many leads as I can so I can sell it at the highest price for you, right? Get familiar with this. If you have not seen this, download it and get familiar with it. Because my guess is while we designed this to convey our whole platform, so many of you are new that you're probably not using 1/4 of our platform, right? I mean, that's normal software, right? You buy Microsoft, and do you use everything that Microsoft Office has available? No, you don't. But you should know how to convey everything that's going on here so that the homeowner, well, first of all, is going to be impressed, right? Another thing that you should do is download this and go into the listing area. And you see here, you can choose a status for listing presentation. Just go snap a photo of the front of the house and then show them all the cool tools that you've made, right? And say, this is it. Show them that listing presentation, walk them through this, bring your little laptop or iPad and go through that and close that listing, right? I think that's all I can say. I mean, I can keep yammering on here, but are there any questions? Let's see here if I forgot anything really good. Dashboard, leads, analytics, library, bots. Yeah, let's go see what listing presentation says over here. Yeah, I would recommend that you watch this video. This is given to us by one of our clients who is a top agent, and he explains, like, this is how I use it so that I close every listing appointment that I'm on. Now, obviously, he's an experienced agent, it's not just us, but I think I would watch this video. It's on the dashboard page over here, and it's a listing presentation. Can I explain the bot function? Yeah, yes, Anne Marie. So over here it says bots, and really it should be chat bots. You know how when you come to a realtor's Facebook page, and it'll say, "Hi, how can I help you?" Right? It's that kind of thing. But there's also, we have these are pre-written automated conversations, Q&A, okay, questions and answers. And so you can use them in combination with a listing ad when you have a home for sale, and you can use them in combination with a home valuation ad. What is your homework? I'll click in here and let's see if I can get anywhere with it. I'm not quite sure. But when you run an ad, there are different ways of running ads. And we haven't talked much about this lately. Let's see. Yeah, because now here's the chat plugin, right? You plug it in. So we haven't used this much, but I'll tell you why. We use what's called lead ads from Facebook. And I mentioned it before, but when you see a lead ad, it pops up this form that says, would you like more information? And the lead is pre-populated. There's only one answer, it's yes. And it's pre-populated with their name, email, and phone number. Okay. Our clients really like that kind of lead. They like to have a name, email, and phone. They're easier to close. Now, a bot is an ad where you run the ad through the messenger. So when they respond to an ad that pops up and says, "Hey, I see you like that home. Is that your price point? Right? Does that work for you?" Or whatever, right? And it asks questions. But we don't go that we have been doing this much and talked about it much because the lead ads are just so much more effective. So it's definitely something where it works, but they work when you're running messenger ads. Somebody is asking for my email address. I'm going to send it to all of you right now. And if you have questions about team accounts, about affiliate links, if you have questions about, agency accounts, I set up all the big partnerships and stuff. Or if you're a lender, let me know. If you're an agent and you want quick answers, I really recommend you hit up our support team over here on the left. Are there any, okay, so you don't print out the listing presentation, just use it. Cindy, no. Print out the listing presentation. Yeah, print this out and leave it behind. But put the listing in the account let me show you. put the listing in the account, almost like a fake listing, but have it with this setting that it's not just listed because you haven't listed it, listing presentation, right? And that way we're not marketing it. We're not pushing it out all over the place. I hope you understand that, Cindy. You should have a, a fake listing with the status listing presentation, basically a picture of the front of the house, and print up that listing presentation, the other one that's at the top of this page right here, and leave that behind. Walk them through it and leave it behind. Yeah, Sam, no, I can't. Sam wants to know how to kind of recommend this. There are a few classes here, Sam, on the YouTube channel for lenders. I recommend that you check those out. Okay. Yeah, right here. You see these two lenders? I would watch that. Okay, Cindy, you're welcome. Are there any other questions? My apologies. I couldn't figure out. I mean, I just got kicked out of Facebook right before this call started. So my apologies for that. But I can't stress it enough. I'll tell you this. There's one of the things I always like to talk about in Facebook, especially for you new clients. Like I set up offices. And so often these offices have 5 agents or hundreds or thousands of agents, right? So I don't talk to every agent that's using our platform, but there are agents. There's just one guy who you'll hear me talk about in various calls named Dustin Fox. And he was very vocal in the mastermind group. And he was talking, when we first learned about him, it was because he was using our nearby homeowner letter, the letter that I mentioned that I said is our top tool for getting more listings. And he said, listen, I just want to tell you, telling our whole group, he's like, this letter is our highest ROI, right? So this is the letter. So he took this letter and he downloaded it like I'm downloading it. He stuffed it into 250 envelopes, mailed them first class into the neighborhood around where he was selling his home in Maryland. And over the course of 6 months, pulled 10 listings. So with an average commission of $17,000, right? So he was psyched. He's like, I spent $625 to mail this to 250 homes and I had sold 10 homes. This is the best thing. So our clients hear me talk about this quite a lot. But, he still stayed in the group after that. And he would, answer questions and say, hey, this is what I'm doing now and this and that. And about a year later, we got him on a call and he said, yeah, I want to do this call because when you closed the office, when I sold that office, Pearson Smith, he said, I was a rookie agent, had been in the business for 2 years, and I was doing $5 million a year. Okay. And he said, and now 2 years later, I'm doing 20 million a year. And 80% of my business is coming from your tools. And I was floored because we were not expecting that. It was a live call like we're doing just here today. And we didn't pre-chat about any of that. He just said, I want to be on this call to tell other people that I went from 5 to 20 and 80% of my business coming from listings to leads. And I had to ask him, like, how much time do you put in this to do that? That's awesome. And he said, I put in 2 hours a week. He said, I put my daughter in ballet and I go next door to the Starbucks and I work for 2 hours while she's dancing and I do all my work. And that's how I went from 5 to 20 million. This guy, Dustin, inside the mastermind group, you should look up his name, Dustin Fox. He has told our clients that for every listing he markets with our system, he gets 2 to 3 more listings, right? Somebody already left the call who had asked earlier, how do I get more listings here? And honestly, the answer is market with our system. We've made it a lot easier. When Dustin Fox was using our tools, you had to do everything by hand. And we keep adding more automation and making this more and more powerful. I hope you guys invest some time, get familiar with this page right here, because you will be able to unlock the value of our platform and your business will grow. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great week, everybody. If you got an office or a team you need to set up, you've got my email. You know how to reach out to me. Okay. Take care.